You know what I've been thinking, my little cheating chum? You need to get a life. Well, a half-life anyway. Hey, it's still a 50% boost in the amount of life you have, right? So stay tuned. Welcome to Cheat. I'm Kristin Holt. This time we're grifting our way through the gritty and unusually exciting life of Burton Freeman. Yes, the hero of Half-Life 1 is back, and once again he's going to have to drop everything to save the world. Seems like I've heard that one before. Of course, with all the roided up evil aliens and juiced up weaponry in this stunning sequel, old Gordo's going to have to be even bigger and badder to deal with the Combine hordes.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job.
Wake up, boys and girls. If you haven't been sleeping under a rock for the last 5 years, you'd know that Half-Life is one of the most acclaimed first-person shooters of our time. Now, Valve, the game's developer, finally released a highly anticipated sequel. At the end of the original Half-Life, Burton Freeman was given a choice by the G-Man.
They have authorized me to offer you a job. Otherwise, well, I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning.
Well, it's more like a one-sided choice. After accepting to work for the G-Man, you disappear from existence until you are awakened to find yourself on a train bound for City 17.
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
Due to the dimensional rift caused by the Black Mesa incident, planet Earth has been overrun by an alien race known as the Combine. A peace deal was brokered by former Black Mesa administrator Dr. Wallace Breen, and now he serves as a puppet figure for the alien occupiers. He can be heard spewing his illogical rhetoric throughout City 17.
Immortality is in our reach.
With all civil liberties stripped away, the Combine's oppressive ways have forced the remaining human populations to live a subservient and meager existence. It isn't until Burton Freeman's arrival to City 17 that a revolution is sparked among the few remaining resistance fighters. Here, you'll find the few surviving members from Black Mesa, such as the absent-minded genius Dr. Isaac Kleiner and your buddy, the super security guard, Barney Calhoun. Not to worry, there'll be others you'll come across that will shape the fate of humanity. You may think a great story is important and all, but what about the weapons? It is a first-person shooter after all. You have your standards: pistols, shotguns, machine guns, and rocket launchers. But how many games do you know that have the zero-point energy field manipulation device? It's more affectionately known as the gravity gun. This is one of those weapons that can do it all, and I mean it, it can do it all. You can use it to pick up objects and shoot it at your enemies. This is extremely handy because it'll save valuable ammunitions. Pick up a solid object and use it as a shield against oncoming fire. Then there are puzzles in the game built just around the gravity gun. Don't be fooled, this isn't your standard FPS. You'll need to use your brain and twitch skills to finish this game, and that's why we're here.
Got all that? Good, because it's going to be on the test. Of course, you always seem to do really well on my tests. I wonder why. Anyway, if you go steal a car or something during the break, make it quick. In the next segment, we're going to walk you through some of the game's toughest levels and teach you how to find your good friend, the G-Man. G-Man, I like that. Maybe I need a nickname.
Drop in anytime! Sweet, tart, I hate choosing. Let's not! Shall we?
What's that?
Not what? Why? Why, it's new Sweet Tart Squeeze. Sometimes inventing candy is hard. Sometimes it's squishy. A fine addition to the Sweet Tarts family. New Sweet Tart Squeeze. Why not give your candy a... Ask your parents if you can play Sweet Tart Squeeze tag at wonka.com.
I had a dream that my whole world was blue, a royal Xanadu. The world was so brand new. My denim world had put me in a trance. The world embraced my slate blue
I was stuck, not really knowing what to do with my life. One day I was watching TV and I saw an ITT Tech commercial and decided to make an appointment. I'm a network center tech, providing customer service at one of the largest telecommunications companies in the nation. At ITT Tech, I gained an education in electronics with really good instructors. It was the best decision I've ever made. After graduation, I was married and started my career. Through hard work, I was able to afford my own home. My wife can stay at home and raise our son, and I have another baby coming on the way. Having an education has broadened my accomplishments, and every morning I wake up knowing that it's just the beginning.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. Call 1-800-327-1172 or visit us on the web. Get an education that can help you reach your goals. ITT Tech has information on financial aid programs for those who qualify. Call 1-800-327-1172 to apply.
Hey guys, welcome back to Cheat. Kayleigh Holt here with the Skinny on Half-Life 2. You like the nickname? No? Too much? Okay, I'll work on it. While I do, get hip to the intricacies of the water hazard chapter and learn the location of Black Mesa East. I hear it's like way hard to get a table up there, so listen up.
The Resistance has just given you an airboat, and all you have to do is make it through the water hazards to reach Black Mesa East. It may sound simple, but the Combine is hot on your ass. That's why we're here to get you through the tougher spots. When you've reached the first blocked gate, get out of the airboat and head inside. Here you'll find Dr. Breen spewing his rhetoric. Is he talking about you?
And yet unsophisticated minds continue to imbue him with romantic power, giving him such dangerous poetic labels as the One Freeman, the opener of the way.
The One Freeman. I like the sound of that. After you've had enough of Dr. Breen, continue on until you reach an open area with a machine gun nest on the other side. Use the barrels as cover and toss a couple of grenades to flush the enemy. Once he's out in the open, take him down. The next room is manned by several Metro cops. Toss a couple of grenades inside and finish off the rest. Head up the stairs until you see the control for the gate. Looks broken. Ignite the barrels to your right, and the gate is open. It's time to backtrack to your airboat. That Combine dropship you saw left a welcome party. Man the machine gun outside and quickly mow them down. Once you're back inside, use the vehicle as cover and shoot from underneath. Use your grenades to take down the hard-to-reach guys and mop up the rest with your SMG. Get back on your airboat and move on. You'll need to foot it when you've reached Gate 5. Head for the dock and go inside. Be sure you pick up the .357 Magnum and save it for later. Make your way through the shipping containers and be wary of the Hunter Chopper's cannon fire. Always stay out of its direct fire. Once you've reached the warehouse, pull out that Magnum and let the fun begin. The gun's single-shot kill eases the pain in this area. Take refuge from an elevated position and take out the guys coming into the warehouse. When you've cleared the area, use some boxes and get yourself up to the next platform. Work your way through the rest of the warehouse until you're back outside where the Hunter Chopper is waiting for you. Make a run down the concrete walkway to the control room. Go up the ladder and quickly take out the guards. Grab the machine gun. It's payback time. Lay some smack down on the chopper until it leaves the area. Don't forget to open the gates before you leave. Get back to your airboat and continue through the gate. The waterway is now more dangerous than ever. More Hunter Choppers will converge on your position, and they will start dropping mines in front of you. If you're taking a beating from the mines, then head inside this red warehouse to recharge yourself before moving on. When you've reached the canal dam, you'll face off with the Hunter Chopper. Put some fire on the chopper as it closes in. Make sure to clear out the explosive barrels that are floating in the water. Once you're able to do enough damage to cause the chopper to smoke, it'll attack even more viciously. The chopper will start dropping a nearly endless stream of mines. Shoot at the middle column when the chopper flies over you, and you'll be safe from the explosions. Continue this tactic until it takes a face plant into the water. Go through the floodgate. You've made it to Black Mesa East.
Elusiveness is a trait we cheaters greatly admire. That's why we're such big fans of the G-Man, the sneaky sucker who keeps tabs on you throughout Half-Life 2. In this next segment, we'll tell you where to find Mr. Man and all the Easter eggs he's got in his little basket.
When you're busy killing the Combines and freeing the citizens of City 17, you just don't have the time to take in the finer details and hidden secrets of the game. We're going to show you where and when the G-Man shows up, and a hidden Vortigaunt who needs a couple of cough drops. The first G-Man sighting occurs in Dr. Kleiner's lab. After Barney finishes at the terminal, flip through the monitors. You'll see the G-Man standing there briefly before turning and walking away. When you're running from the Metro cops in City 17, you'll come across members of the Underground Railroad in a red train carriage. As soon as you're inside, take a close look at what the Vortigaunt is watching. In the Water Hazard chapter, zoom in on the man standing on the pier in front of Station 7. The G-Man will watch you briefly, then turns and goes inside the building. Not too far down the waterway, take a look at the giant flickering monitor that is attached to a building. One of the images is that of the G-Man. Later on in the Water Hazard chapter, while dodging bullets and barnacles, the man makes another appearance on a small gantry in front of the second covered bridge. Towards the end of the rail yard in Ravenholm, get yourself on top of the trains, and you'll just get a glimpse of a man in a gray suit walking into the train tunnel. At the beginning of the Nova Prospect level, flip through a couple of screens on the monitor, and you'll see the G-Man peering through the window. Our final location occurs in the Anti-Citizen 1 level. Right after Dog takes a ride on a Combine dropship, head inside the building where you'll find the G-Man starring in his own TV show. Besides locating the guy in gray, we also have an Easter egg to show you. In the Water Hazard level, once you've successfully taken down the Hunter Chopper, head over to the 2 sewage tunnels. Park your airboat in front of the left one and head inside. Here you'll find a Vortigaunt with a sore throat.
We cannot forget those whose cords you cut.
Talk to him and he'll just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
Obscured your darker mask, but we will persevere.
Now, I know we've given you a lot to remember, so we've lovingly cataloged all the information on our website at g4tv.com/cheat. Next up, you'll learn how to manipulate gravity in a multitude of ways, so stay tuned.
I'm Layla Kayleigh, your own personal British newsreader. Now on your mark, get set, feed. He's already remade Planet of the Apes and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and now Tim Burton has set his sights on a video game. The rumor is Burton will be tackling the big screen adaptation of Grim Fandango. You know that LucasArts game about skeletons? Well, it's right up Tim Burton's alley. The French government is finally doing something cool instead of just surrendering to Germany or not invading Iraq. France will now be giving computers and a high-speed internet connection to low-income families for only €1 a month. Now even the poorest people in town can enjoy surfing for porn all day long. And that's today's feed. For even more news and info, check out g4tv.com/thefeed. Those guys are busy updating all day long with the stories I didn't even have the time to get to. So do yourselves a favor and check it out. Now put down those crack Pringles and say no to drugs, because you just been fed.
Did I scare you? Ooh, this is a great place to watch a scary movie. You should try Vongo.com. For less than $10 a month, you can download all the scary movies you want. You even get your first 14 days free. Of course, if you prefer comedy or drama, Vongo's got it. Look, Vongo's new. Sometimes new things are scary, but you like scary, right?
New longer lasting juicy fruit. Sweet.
Dude, I wanted that.
Yeah? And?
Don't mess you for it.
Gotta have sweet, gotta have longer lasting juicy fruit.
For 2006, Fast has a look all its own. The Grand Prix GXP is the only V8 engine in its class. And the 400 horsepower GTO is the most powerful car in its class. And now, Each is priced to take out the competition. But don't take our word for it. Google Pontiac and discover for yourself the power of design.
Welcome back, Half-Lifers. Are you bored of cheating your way through the world yet? Me neither. Why does being bad just feel so good? Okay, this time we want you to use your jumping skills like David Lee Roth and master the use of your gravity gun like, that super famous gravity gun mastering guy?
You there! Stop where you are! Stay on the rocks! Don't step on the sand, it makes the antlions crazy!
You better listen to that guy.
Help!
These ferocious creatures will tear you apart. Your mission here is to cross Antlion country to the Vortigaunt camp. You'll need some sweet platform jumping skills and your trusty gravity gun. The level starts off fairly easy with very makeable jumps. For longer distances, don't forget to use your gravity gun to bring in some debris and use those as stepping stones. When you've reached the protruding rocks, your jumping skills will be put to the test. Here, you'll need to use your sprint jump. Give yourself a little run-up space and go for it. Don't worry about landing on it. The flat rock behind it will give you ample landing room. Continue until you've reached the giant wooden seesaw. Carefully position yourself on one end and then use the gravity gun to pull a crate off the sand and place it next to you. Then, pull the crate from the other end and place it with the other crate. Voila! All those hours in physics class are finally paying off. The Vortigaunt camp is to the left. When you've reached the edge of the outcrop, you should see a barn to the left. The gap between outcrops is too far to jump across, so you'll need to find a wooden plank to bridge the distance. Once you're across, use that same plank and get yourself up to the deck. Refill on supplies in the boathouse if you need to. Use the plank again to bridge yourself to the white house with the red shingles. Turn on the generator behind the house to activate the thumper. With its rhythmic thumping, the sand is now safe to walk on, but only within close proximity of the machine. The antlions will keep their distance. So gravity gun some explosive barrels and blow up some bugs. Head over to the upper ledge and take out any remaining antlions. Make sure you load up on ammo before jumping down onto the sand. Only one more obstacle stands between you and the Vortigaunt camp, the Antlion Guard. When it appears, make your way to the far end of this area where you'll find a friendly resistance fighter on a gun turret. Don't get too close to the Antlion Guard. It'll use its head to cause blunt damages. Fire everything you've got, but stay close to the barricade so the friendlies can take down the smaller antlions. A couple of good shots with the explosive barrels and the shotgun should bring this beast down. Congratulations, you've made it to the Vortigaunt camp.
See, was that hard? Of course not. It never is when you cheat. And speaking of foul play, up next you'll learn to manipulate the game for codes with everything from level skipping to controlling the physics to entering God mode. I swear you'll feel like one of the users from Tron.
Freeing the people of City 17 can be a hazardous occupation. Do you want to rampage through the combines with ease? Well, Freedom Fighter, I got the answer you're looking for. First, go to the Options menu and under the Keyboard tab, select the Advanced button. Then, check the box for Enable Developer Console. Now you're set to unleash hell on these alien invaders. Hit the tilde key to open up the Developer Console and type in S-V_cheats1. From here, you can enter in any of Half-Life 2's cheat codes. And let me just tell you, there's a ridiculous amount, so we'll just concentrate on the essentials. Let's just say for some reason you've lost all your saves and have to start the game all over again. Instead of starting from the beginning, hit the tilde key and enter the following cheat code to unlock all the chapters in the game. Now you can cruise to any level you want to continue your quest. Hey, it sure beats riding that train into City 17 again. What's that? You don't want to start at the beginning of a level? I have the answer right here. Hit the tilde key again and enter the following code. This will give you a listing of level points you can start at. Then enter map as the level code and voila, teleportation that works better than Dr. Kleiner's machine. You may be saying to yourself, skipping levels is nice and all, but I want to dish out some payback. Then the following code is for you. This will give you enough firepower to wipe that smug off that Metro cop. As an added bonus, you can bind it to any unused key. Just type in the following command and the cheat will activate every time that key is pressed. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten God mode. Open up the developer console again with the tilde key and type in God. Remember that hunter chopper that was chasing you in City 17? Say hello to my little friend. Now that you've mastered the art of the cheats, let's talk about how you can manipulate the physics. During any level, enter the following 3 commands. The tab key returns the physics to normal speed. Hitting Q will slow the physics down drastically, and pressing caps lock will freeze the object in midair. Now, whoever said physics was boring hasn't tried it in Half-Life 2.
Now, don't you worry if you didn't get all that, my cheating faithful. There's a whole semester's worth of crib notes on our cheat sheet master database. Just head on over to g4tv.com/cheat. There's even some codes we didn't show you just now. No, seriously, go ahead and look. I'm just gonna watch these commercials. I hope that one about the spicy burger's on, because I sure is hungry.
Whoa, that was close. I know.
Guys! What are you doing? You're playing video games when you could have a job creating them. With the right training, you could be an animator, a game analyst, or a game programmer. Make sure video games are a part of your future.
Train online for a career in game design. Call toll-free 877-558-2953. That's 877-558-2953. Call now.
Talking free pizza, people. Give me a hoo-ha 2 times Tuesday. Hoo-ha? That's what I'm talking about.
It's 2 times Tuesday at Domino's. Buy any large pizza at regular menu price. Get a second pizza of equal or lesser value free. Get the door. It's Domino's.
Heading back to school? Get the edge and go mobile with a Gateway convertible notebook. Take notes directly on screen with Microsoft Office OneNote pre-installed. Create flashcards and easily share them with classmates. An Intel dual-core processor gives you the power to do more while working in multiple applications. Order your convertible notebook today and customize it just the way you like it. Call 1-800-GATEWAY or visit gateway.com.
$18 wheels worth of cheesy goodness. That's snacking strong.
Tonight, on Attack of the Show, we're debating your favorite pastime, MySpace hookups in the loop. Plus, we'll talk with Jay and Silent Bob plus Rosario Dawson about the madness that is Clerks 2. It's Attack of the Show tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Tonight on Midnight Spank, it's Brainiac, G4's Extreme Experiment Lab.
Do you trust science?
They take the myths of science and bust them wide open.
I regret nothing!
It's Brainiac, part of Midnight Spank. Tonight at 12 midnight, only on G4.
Welcome back, my little nerdy ne'er-do-wells. We've come a long way, but we ain't out of the woods just yet. In Chapter 10, you'll encounter one of the fiercest firefights in Half-Life history. My inclination is to hide in the corner, but if you're a slightly bolder type, you can also use the following cheap tricks to blast your way out of a situation. Have fun.
In the chapter Entanglement, you'll finally meet up with Alex again.
I'm glad you made it here in one piece. My dad's up there somewhere, in that holding area. It's gonna take some doing to get him out.
Fight off the Combine soldiers on your way to the interrogation room, where you'll find Eli trapped in some kind of cocoon.
Alex, Gordon.
After sending Eli to the teleport chamber, it's your mission to get yourself and Alex there. We'll tackle some of the stickier situations and make your trip a little bit easier.
Let's get out of here.
When you've reached the command security post, you'll have to fight off several waves of Combine soldiers. But this time, you have 2 sentry guns at your disposal. Place one overlooking each staircase and prepare for the assault. The Combine soldiers will be trying to knock down the sentry guns, and it's your job to keep them up and pointed over the staircase. The action here will be fast and results brutal. The Combines will stop coming when Alex shows up. You'll find out who Mossman has been working for and what's happening to Eli.
Damn her! I don't believe this!
Continue on your own, and eventually you'll come into a room filled with electrified water. Start by moving to the pipes over the railing. Then use your gravity gun to pull a blue barrel over to you and use it to distract the barnacle when jumping to the next platform. Move to the lower level and use the gravity gun to pull a couple of wooden crates. Shoot them over to the stairs and you can use them as stepping stones to cross the water. Continue until you've reached cell block D8, which is lined with 2 giant cell block corridors and a security station between them. Alex will tell you to set up the sentry guns for the oncoming rush of attackers.
Quick, get these set up.
The placement of the 3 sentry guns is vital. Place them in the corridor without the balcony. This way you won't be overwhelmed from above. Place 1 to cover each of the energy walls and 1 covering the far hallway. As soon as you place the last sentry gun, the Combines will be coming at you with everything they've got. Don't hide in a corner because your sentry guns can't do everything on their own. You'll need to provide fire support as well. If the sentry guns are knocked down, quickly reset them and make sure they're all aiming at the necessary areas. This frantic barrage will last for about 3 minutes until Alex arrives.
Sorry to take so long, Gordon. Looks like you could have used some help.
Recharge your health and your ammo before moving on with Alex. Continue through the double doors where the Combine has a little surprise for you. Use your machine gun and a couple of grenades to clear out the room. Once it's cleared, follow Alex to the teleport chamber. Here, you'll finally find Mossman, and she tries to argue her innocence, but Alex ignores her.
Shut up and be glad you're still some use to us. We're going to reconfigure this teleport and get the hell out of here.
We won't spoil what happens next, but let's just say you're left to fend for your lives. Again. Set up the 3 sentry guns, each facing an energy wall around the teleport, and fight off the Combine until the teleport is ready to go.
Come on, Gordon! Get in!
So, that's it. We cheated and lied our way through another episode, and no one's the wiser. Like I always say, cheating's a victimless crime. Unless, of course, you count the scores of bad guys you gun down with your unlimited ammo. Anyways, if you'd like us to take out the difficulty factor of your favorite game, visit the message boards at g4tv.com/cheat or send us an email at cheat@g4tv.com. You can also steal the codes from today's show at the Cheat Sheet Master Database. Until next time, I'm Kristin Holt, and I'm a cheater.